about people
Sure.
possibly joining. I had a small problem too, but I will tell you later.
Okay.
We're live. Welcome everyone to YouTube Growth Workshops. Today we're going to talk about the common mistakes that YouTube creators make in their intros. So that's what you say as soon as your video starts playing, how that turns people off and makes them exit your video or forward. So stay tuned for more YouTube strategies. With that said, YouTube Growth Workshops are our recurring virtual events. We meet every Friday at this time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, where you can learn YouTube strategy, which is exactly what's going to happen today. But also every other week, we do our content reviews where you can bring your work and we're going to help you, build actual content in a collaborative fashion. Another thing that you can do in these content review sessions is to get an actual breakdown of your latest video or your entire channel to find out what works and what doesn't, and get some actionable advice live from all the members present in the room so that you can, stop doing what's not, start doing what does work, and in the hopes of, improving the quality of your content and growing your channel, so much faster. Today I have something very special, and it's going to be a presentation on what I like to call the hooks. For those who don't know, the hook is a strategy that is used on video and on marketing and media in general to get people's attention at the very beginning. So first impression has to be an attention-grabbing statement or visual or sounding. But let me tell you more about it as I pull out my presentation, what I put together today. And before I get started, I want to make sure that everybody is seeing us on YouTube. It looks like we are live indeed, and we're not seeing comments yet, but yeah, there we are. Great. I'm going to pull out a presentation. It's going to be pretty cool. And I've been preparing this for almost 2 weeks, and I'm very pleased with what I have. All right, let's share the screen. So if you have any question or comments, I recommend you do that. You leave me a comment in the section, in the comments. You leave them in the comment section of the YouTube Live. I will be jumping to it from time to time. Okay. So let's get started. This strategy I like to call create powerful hooks. Now, what is a hook and why it's important for your YouTube growth? So once your viewers have clicked, let's put this into context. When people find your video, they may click on it or not on their YouTube feed, and that's what's going to take them to it, right? Video starts playing. So once your viewers have clicked, you need to make sure that they watch the video. It seems obvious, but most creators have a really hard time, not only getting them to click, but also to have them watch as much as possible, because that's what the algorithm likes. In fact, most YouTube creators lose a large portion of their viewers at the very beginning of the videos. When the viewers exit your videos in the first 30 seconds, YouTube will not even count it as a view. I want you to consider that for a moment, how important that is. You managed to create a video that was discovered, you managed to get them to click, and then people leave and you don't even get the view. So this is a very serious deal. No views, no watch time, no further recommendations, video fails, right? And that's why our job is to hook their attention right away. You have to grab their attention as soon as you get started. Now, let's talk about this hook thing that I've been talking about. So definition, hook. The hook is an engagement tactic that grabs the attention of the viewer as soon as the video starts playing. The hook of a video takes between 10 and 30 seconds of a video. when I say intro or beginning, I literally mean as soon as the video starts playing. That's the very thing your viewers see. When you capture the viewer's attention that long, 30 seconds, it said that they are hooked. And that makes the rest of your job as a YouTube creator a lot easier. Viewers that are hooked are more likely to watch a video for a longer amount of time. This adds views and watch time to your channel, which consequently makes the algorithm recommend your content more. Getting the hook wrong, on the other hand, gets the viewers to click off the video under the 30 seconds mark, or simply, forward the video. So if you have a video that's called, the 5 mistakes YouTube creators make in their intros, like what this is about, you have to say something about that right away. You're going to see some examples of those 5 mistakes shortly. But the biggest takeaway here is, get to the topic as soon as possible, because that's the reason they click. They click for a reason. They have to see that reason come to life as soon as possible. Okay, so yeah, just like I said, your views and watch time will stay low and the algorithm recommends your content less and less. So you see how it works. So the more clicks and more views you get, the more recommendations you get. I know it does sound super simple, and it is that simple, really. A lot of people tend to overcomplicate YouTube analytics, and they don't focus on the producing good content, but rather they focus on hacks and getting the SEO perfect, and changing the thumbnails on old videos and making the videos longer on purpose, even if it doesn't make sense. So whatever hack you've heard, don't try it out. This is about high quality content. And if the YouTube algorithm didn't work this way, people would get away with posting really bad content. That's how things used to be before, many years ago. Now we have 5 mistakes that people make in their hooks or their intros. Mistake number 1, they present yourself on their channels. I think you know this, and many of you out there have done it. Then we have 1 static frame. I will get into that in a second. That one is a fun one. Talk about past videos. Number 3. 4, misplaced calls to actions. I'm sure that you've seen these ones many times. And views bait. I will explain you this one. It's a very unique term that I created, and you probably have an idea what that means exactly. Before continuing with this, I want to have a look at the YouTube Live page and see what's going on. Just going to leave a quick message here. In their video intros. So, well, let's go back to the presentation. Now let me break down these 5 for you real quick. I'm sure you're going to find a lot of value here. So if you fix these mistakes, even if your intros are not the most amazing thing ever, the most catchy, the most attention grabbing, even if they aren't, just by avoiding these mistakes, you're already positioning yourself in a much better place to succeed. Mistake number 1, present yourself on your channel. The easiest way to lose views at the start of the video is presenting yourself on your channel instead of the topic of the video that's being played. So this is a bad intro. Click. Hey, this is Patrick. Welcome to YouTube Growth Connection. And this is the channel that teaches you the strategies on how to grow your YouTube channel and get paid while doing what you love. Blah, 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 blah. Intro. It's good for branding, people say. That's not a lie. It is good for branding to mention who you are, who you are, who's behind the camera, and what you are about. People want to know that because that's how they connect with you, with what you stand for, with your brand, with your idea, etc. That's great. But putting that at the beginning doesn't help because that's not what they came for. I hope that is clear, and I hope you start cutting off those intros right now. If you are making the mistake, maybe you aren't, in which case, congratulations. Viewers clicked on the video because of the title and the thumbnail. I can't emphasize that enough. Unless the title and the thumbnail happen to talk about you and your channel, a hook presenting yourself is not congruent with the reason they clicked. By the way, congruent is one of the five components of a high quality piece of content. If you lack congruence, you're going to compromise your growth big time. If there is any kind of big discrepancy between title, thumbnail, hook, and rest of the video, you're more likely to turn people off. Turning people off, you know what it means. They skip forward, trying to see if there is something interesting, or they leave the video, which is the worst case scenario. One static frame. I love this one. Mistake number 2. Another common mistake people do to lose views at the start is presenting the video as a single static frame. So what a single static frame looks like is exactly what I'm doing right now. So I have a, you're seeing my picture. I'm talking here to the camera, and I'm showing the slides, but there is no particular major shift at all. Like I've been talking for probably 10 minutes or so, and you haven't seen any significant change visually speaking. And that is a problem because videos in these days, you know, with attention spans, you know how they work on the internet, especially, it's not hard for you to find something more interesting happening on your suggested column of videos